So now we are going to look at the other side of your money, like what happens when the money leaves the institution that you have paid it to. To start off, we need to look at the ocean. The ocean is the place where all the rain ends up. When it rains, some of the water evaporates into the atmosphere and forms new clouds for the next rain, or it runs off into the ground, into the drainage, into the river. From the river, it moves on to bigger rivers, and bigger rivers goes on until they empty themselves out into the ocean. The ocean doesn't feed back water into the inland. It's the inland that feeds water constantly into the ocean. So why does it matter? You need to look at your finances in terms of a river. The point where you get your money is your salary. It leaves your bank account and goes to many places. The money that you use to buy your groceries or takeaway or beer or entertainment is money that is going to leave your pocket and it ends there. It doesn't come back to you. It goes on to the next person and the next and the next. So now you need to ask yourself, if the ocean is the biggest place where the water ends up, do you have your own water in the ocean that you can pinpoint and claim to say, this is my own water? Or I can say this 5 liters in the Indian Ocean is owned by me. Because you need to see the financial markets as the ocean of money. In the ocean, there is no limit to money. What you can make, what you can lose, there is no limit. If you go to your bank and say you want to put a certain aside or a certain sum of money, they would give you how much they are able to pay in terms of interest. However, when you go to the ocean of money and you own your own bucket of money in that ocean, there's no limit to what you can earn. There's also no limit, importantly, to what you can lose. So you now need to sit down and track your money to say, which of my money can I identify in the ocean of money? If you can pinpoint that money, then you are doing well. However, there's a catch. The money that you pay for your insurance, the money that you pay for your medical aid, the money that you pay for your pension or provident fund, you cannot identify it. Because if you go to the financial markets and say, I own a part of Sanlam, they would ask to say, show the proof that you own it. And if you say, well, I paid my pension to old Mushua who bought the shares in Sanlam, they would say, okay, the money doesn't belong to you because it does not have your name. It belongs to old Mushua. So go back, you do not have a stake in the ocean. So do not count that money as necessarily that the money that you have put in the ocean, because you do not have control to withdraw it, to alter it, or put it in a different place. You cannot do that legally. So you need to have something that you call your own. The reason why we say you must have something of your own is because if there is unlimited opportunity in the ocean, it means that whoever gets the unlimited opportunity is going to be richer. There's also unlimited loss as well, which can make you poorer. But what matters is that everyone is putting their money in the same ocean, where you need to have a stake, where you need to have a claim, and be able to be on the front row of receiving payout. Now, here's what happens in the ocean. If your bank says you are guaranteed 7%, If they go in the ocean of money, they can take a risk and buy particular assets. If those assets they bought increase in value by, let's say, 20% over a week, it means the bank has made whatever they need to pay you for the whole year in that 1 week. More than that, they have made an extra 13%, which they can keep. Now, for the remainder of the year or the next 51 weeks, if they make another 40-50%, it is still theirs to keep. So now imagine you have put your money aside for 1 year and said, I'll get 7%. Then the person comes back to you after 1 year and say, okay, you have put in your 10,000. I went into the financial markets and I managed to grow it from 10,000 to 20,000. However, because of our agreement, I'm only going to give you 700. In other words, you're getting 10,700, while they keep the other 9,300. Does it sound fair? It does not. This is why when you go to your Old Mutual, your Sanlams, your Liberty and say, I want to know where my money is invested, how much it has grown, and how much the assets you have invested it in grown, they would say, your contract does not allow you to get that kind of information. What you can get is only your account statement of what you have paid in, the commission, the admin fees, and it ends there. The sad part is that most times they are able to make maybe 20-30% using your money. But then they'll come back to you and give you the 7%. Then they say, okay, we needed to pay our employees, so we took some of it in charges. Therefore, you are left poorer. This is why the richer will always get richer, because they have got access to your money, which they go and invest in places where they get a great return, and they give you a small portion of that return. So the next time you hear that people want to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor, not even tax can be able to achieve that, because the money that they're able to make with your money is more than what you are able to make with your money. So this is why it matters that you must have a stake in the ocean, where there's unlimited opportunity to make money, unlimited opportunity equally to lose money. However, as you shall learn later, it's possible to take calculated and measured risks so that you do not lose money and try to consistently gain more money than you are losing. So this is it on this lesson. We'll continue again, but for now, try to put down your finances and identify what you own in the ocean and what you are able to get from that, looking at the daily changes that happen in this ocean of money. Thank you.